She get rocky, but the show must go on.
Yeah.
She get rocky, bullets hit like Stallone. Body dropping, trying to pay out Capone.
Ben Shapiro, I don't know if you heard about, if y'all heard about Ben Shapiro. He came up with this fucking grand idea. This grand idea of President Trump pardoning Derek Chauvin for killing the cop who got arrested for the murder of George Floyd. And he made a whole thing saying, the autopsy, of his death was like saying that he was pretty much like he suffocated from
fentanyl and
all the drugs he had in his system, and it wasn't actually Derek Chauvin's knee in his back or on his neck or whatever. I think, and I want to hear your opinion on this. I think that this would be the stupidest fucking thing that Trump would ever fucking do if he listens to this dude.
Oh nah, Trump already said he ain't doing that shit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Trump said he ain't doing that shit. Cause
Bruh.
Trump said he ain't doing that. But
I mean,
that would have
why
been.
the fuck would he? Why did he bring it up? Like, what the fuck are you trying to do? You
no,
Elon
brought it up.
No. Elon didn't bring it up. Ben Shapiro brought it up. Elon posted Ben Shapiro's shit saying, and I don't understand why in the fuck he did that. Bro, honestly, shit like this pisses me off because I understand. My best friend was saying, "Yo, man, like he's just doing that shit because it's controversial. It's for viewership." Sure, but my guy, do you not remember how much the country burned because that shit happened?
Yeah.
How many neighborhoods was on fire?
Yeah.
I mean, they were protesting down here in Hampton, bro. I remember that shit. Like,
they're protesting everywhere.
Breaking in stores, and all we did was fuck up our own neighborhoods. That's all we did, bro.
That's the part I hate about the protesters.
We fuck up our own damn neighborhoods doing that shit.
Cause they ain't gonna allow you to go to the neighborhoods.
Of course not.
So they gonna shut that shit down.
The damn National Guard gonna come out there. You want to fuck up your own neighborhoods? Go for it. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why the hell Ben Shapiro brought that up. To me, it's like, it's so tone deaf, bro.
It's poking your chest out. It's knowing that you ain't really gonna get no backlash for it. Like, it's like doing something that you know. If he felt like that would hurt him, he wouldn't have did it. He just
You don't think so?
Nah, he ain't gonna get no. He ain't gonna get no. Like, what's gonna happen? You gonna have some people that agree with him. You gonna have some people that don't agree with him. He ain't gonna get to the point where they gonna try to cancel him or anything like that. Like,
that's crazy.
So it just shows like this is the type of society, type of country we live in at times. You know what I'm saying? Where they can be like tone deaf to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
I don't think it talks. I actually don't know if it like talks about the country. I think it just talks what it shows. It displays as the people. Freedom of speech is a thing, bro.
But the boldness to come out there and say that's
freedom of speech.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for you to like, it's certain stuff like we got freedom of speech, but it's still only like you still got to be a certain level of bold to say like certain things to be like I'm gonna come out like when Malcolm X was on his inside, because at one point in time he had a different view of like how he felt about white people. He was on his man nation. Only way you could do them is kill them. Like he was speaking like that because he had a view. Yeah, Malcolm X. But he switched his view once he went to he did his journey to Mecca. But he did his journey. And he seen white people and they treated him better than he was like, damn, I didn't know. And he came back and that's another story.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So you gotta what was I saying again? Because I didn't went left.
You were saying he pretty much like he's bold as hell, and it's like it's almost like he knows there ain't no consequences for what he's saying.
Yeah, he pretty much know it ain't gonna be too much of a consequence. So he pretty much
like he ain't gonna get his ass beat or something.
He pretty much said what he said, and he's standing on it. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you got a lot of people that think like that, bro. Like,
well, yeah, I saw
a lot of people.
I was watching some of those because I be watching this guy named sometimes I look into his stuff for video games and shit. It's called Asmon's Gold or something. Asmon's Gold. I think I sent you his reaction to it.
Yeah, you should.
And he was like, nah, that's a stupid fucking idea. And like people in his comments were like, yo, like
some people were agreeing with it was going.
They were like, they should, like he didn't do nothing wrong. Because see, the thing is, we know George Floyd was not a good person. Like he ain't the type. When I say a good person, I mean a model citizen.
For sure.
You know, the nigga was doing all kinds of crazy shit. However, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, for him to die like that, calling for his mama and shit, and you on his neck, just like his life don't even mean nothing to you, bro. That shit pissed me off.
He
when
can't
I saw
breathe.
it was I can't breathe. He's already like down. And then what fucked me up, bro, was the cops that was around him. That was just letting him do that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Bro, I hate, hate's a strong word, let me stop. I dislike strongly a person in a position who can make a change and decide not to because they don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think they're sometimes worse than the actual person that's doing it. Because what if I'm watching you do something and I know, Mel, you gonna fuck your life up.
Yeah, I don't want you around me.
Well, no, facts.
No, I'm saying
yeah, true.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree they just as guilty. The person that right. I mean is exactly. Sometimes worse. I agree with you.
One of my boys, bro, and this would be like, we'll end soon after this. But one of my boys, he his girl was like his ex-wife was his wife at the time. They were splitting, and the wife took the baby and was like, "I'm leaving," and I saw it. I saw the rage, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the fucking rage. He was about to tear her in two, dog.
Yeah.
Like because you start threatening a man kids, like that's when certain things in him come out, right? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I was actually like doing some work outside, and I saw what was happening. And I ran, bro. Like I ran as fast as I could. And I did this move that I'd learned. Cause I saw him running towards her and she was like running like scared.
Yeah.
And I locked my arms behind my hands behind his arms, and then I grabbed his neck.
Yeah.
I grabbed it and pushed him down, and and I pushed him on the ground, bro. And I was like, kind of wrapped my legs around him, and I was just on him, bro, like this. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Peter, get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off me!
Yeah.
She not about to take my." I was like, "Bro, y'all will calm down." And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
It was the hardest shit I ever did because that nigga strong as a bitch.
Feel like wrestling an ox, goddamn, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That dude's strong as hell, man. And he got up, looked at me, and then he just went in the house and locked his door. You know what I'm saying? And, I know we had never really talked about it after that. But I know in his mind he was like, "Man, thank you so much for doing that."
Yeah, he seen red. When you see red, bro,
I probably would have hurt that woman, and I would have ended up in a way worse situation than you locking my ass on the grass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I could have never watched him. Oh, I'm minding my business. I don't care. I could have never watched him do that, and I didn't dislike him for that. I didn't. Oh, no. He's a man. He's a human being. You know what I'm saying? He was in a situation, and I'm glad that I was there to help. You know what I'm saying? And she was wrong for snatching the baby and taking, they both had their wrongs in the situation,
Yeah.
I think people who just sit back and watch are the most disgusting people who could do something to help. You know what I'm saying? Because, Derek Chauvin, however the fuck you say his name, he shouldn't have been able to kill that guy.
No.
He shouldn't have been able to do it. Other cops should have stopped him. And I think Ben Shapiro, even though he's a really intelligent dude, man. Like, you can't take away his brain. Like, he's a smart. I wouldn't want to debate with him. He's a really intelligent, well-versed, well-read, well-written person. So for him to say this, I just couldn't understand that shit.
I mean, that shit ain't got nothing to do with it. You could be all that, but if you feel how you feel, that's how you feel.
It's just strange to me.
Yeah, that's just how you feel.
But how sometimes you kind of think certain people got a certain level of common sense, and then when they do some shit, you're like, what? They did what?
Nah, I don't. I feel like sometimes some people true colors just come out. So I feel like that's just, he felt like how he felt. Like, he educated enough, so by him saying that just show how he feel on the whole.
That's what surprises me.
That ain't had nothing to do with that ain't had nothing to do with education. That's the hate he had in him for whatever.
So you think there's
that
hate?
Situation,
you think there's hate in
for
him?
whatever situation? Hey, it had to be. If you sit there and you look at that, like you say, you could say whatever you want about George Floyd. For you to say that you think they should be let out and all that, bro? Like pardoned and all that, bro. Like he can't get pardoned.
Yeah.
He couldn't. He was
dead. Yeah,
exactly.
Gone.
He can't. He don't have that chance. So why you feel like that? Even if you felt like that, I don't feel like you should have spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like so. To me, I feel like that's for somebody to speak on that. That's like you really, really meant that, bro. Like,
no, I think he meant it.
I know. I know he meant it.
And that's why I'm like, am I gonna buy that whole idea that he did this for views? I just, yeah, it's controversial, but that's a hell of a take, dog. That's a hell of a side to be on.
I mean, he could have
for history.
Some people sell their soul now. He could have did it for views.
No, but he's already.
No, I mean he could have.
Big, bro.
It don't matter. He could have felt that way, but I'm saying like like he looking at it like he could have felt that way, but he probably would have kept that to himself.
To me,
but the fact that he can be like, I can see this interesting take and get views off it, he could have probably could have shot it out there.
You could be right. I kind of see it like this too, though. He's a diehard Republican. Republicans have such a mandate right now.
Yeah.
And they got so much power and love from the citizens. You know what I'm saying? Because everything with their approvals they've been winning, bro. Yeah. All people agree with everything they've been doing. The firing, everything, bro. They're like, fuck it, we don't care. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. I think maybe dude was just like, shit, we got it. Fuck it. We do whatever the hell we want to do. Just release him. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Like, but like, Asmon's, I can't say that damn name. Asmon's Gold, I don't know, whatever the hell. Like he's that channel, that guy was like saying, you know, why would you open? It's like you're opening Pandora's box, bro. Because what would like people who protested for justice do when this dude gets pardoned and then the state's like, and he could only pardon him federally, but let's say somehow they finagle it and he gets out. You know what I mean, bro? I don't think it'll be a good thing because people are already upset. You know, just because like America kind of loves what they're doing, don't mean that. You know, America as a whole. When I say a whole, I mean more people like it than who hates it. But people who hate it, there's still a lot of people who fucking hate it. So they could make a damn difference, 100%. So yeah, I think we need to be careful. Please, Donald Trump, I know you never see this, but if you do one day, don't pardon Derek. How you say his name?
I don't know. Oh, Chauvin, yeah. He
Derek
said he
Chauvin.
won't doing it though. I just seen that shit.
Please, dear God, don't do it. We don't need that shit, bro. We need to forget that shit happened. Just move past the last that was like 4 years ago, something like 5 years ago,
something like that. Yeah.
Move past that shit. It's over. Fuck, man. Damn, that shit. I was like, what the hell, man.